If you couldn't tell, I got slight problem. The end of the season, we got all of our harvest out of our garden, so I got to try to remove these posts. But they're probably that far into the ground. My butt cheeks aren't what they used to be. I was just gonna go to Tractor Supply and buy one of their post pullers, but I've always wanted to make one.
As per usual, I spent the first few hours actually making the design. I normally don't show the design process just because it's so tedious and boring. But if that is something you guys would like to see, let me know down in the comments and I can try to integrate that in the future. Once the design's done, we're going to head over to the DIY homemade CNC plasma cutter. And of course, forget to attach the ground cable.
Got the ground again. Water's getting kind of low.
For those of you that are new here, this is a CNC plasma cutter that I've successfully made from scratch. And upon completion of that project, I actually opened up my own CNC plasma cutting business. While the business hasn't been overly successful, I've really been enjoying the process and everything I've learned along the way. Especially, sitting down and making these YouTube videos, sharing some insight with you guys. So I just want to say thanks for coming along, and I hope you guys stick around because there's going to be a lot more to come.
I realize now, looking at this, that I made this way too big. Just a prototype and just to get my garden out. Not a big deal. Oops, and he's got a little chip and grind. I don't have a gas bottle yet, so I've been using flux core for little small projects. In the model, I made this so I could throw a 12 gauge shim on one side. Throw that on one side, make sure everything's butted up, and then I can just clamp her down. I'm gonna throw a few light tacks in the corners, and then lay a bead down. Oh. Well, I just got done welding that whole thing, and I realized I forgot to hit the record button. But at least you'll be able to see the welds afterward. Not bad. Okay, I now need to put a 7/16 hole through the center of here. I don't have a bolt that's long enough, but I'm thinking I might be able to just, yeah. And that's basically the premise there. This thing is way overkill for what I need.
Next up, I positioned and tack welded a few of these eyelets.
Whoa, gotcha guys, don't worry.
Which is basically going to be for this part of the T-post puller, the hinge. I cannot wait to actually get a gas bottle, switch out of this flux core.
I don't have a bolt long enough, but essentially it would sit on here like this. We'd throw it up on there and yeah, let's go try it out. See that?
Saying there was a learning curve might have been a little bit of an underestimate.
It's not working. I think I made it too big. I'm gonna go chop this wood off. See if that helps. Okay, mister. I think I made the opening too big. Damn it.
That's what she said.
I'm gonna try to put a spacer in there. Let's go this way. I need help. Oh, is it working? Oh. Maybe we try it on the back side?
You're bending the pole.
I just...
Dead serious.
I made it way too big.
There you go.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! That's what I'm talking about. Again, so it works. I just need a smaller one. Round 2.
What did I get myself into? Dang pole.
Dude, look at this craftsmanship right here. 2 screws in there. So bigger is not always better. Okay. Okay, I want to show you guys this one before it gets too dark outside, but this is the kind of T-post I was thinking I was going to be doing. Not really these little cheap ones. As you can see, this one's much more sturdy, much larger, much thicker steel than these flimsy ones. Is it coming? Nope. The wood's just sinking into the ground. This one's really in there. Yep, I just sunk the wood. And my screws are breaking. But will she go? Oh, I'm pretty sure the screws are. Oh, she's coming. Look at that. Dude. This guy's bent, but it did it. Whew. Maybe we'll touch base tomorrow. I'll show you guys the damages and where I can go for next. Okay, got the new Rev loaded up into open builds. Just got to cut these pieces out and then I can start welding them together. All right, let's give it a shot. Oh, ground clamp. I'm learning a little bit. Well, it is the next day. I'm going to show you guys some of the damages the Rev 1 went through and why I made some of the changes I did on Rev 2, which should hopefully work a lot better. I'm going to, of course, have to pound some stakes back into the ground and then try to remove them again. But this was definitely not going to work.
So one of the first changes is going to be this head. This is a single piece of 7 gauge. So for the next one, I actually laminated 2 pieces of 7 gauge. And of course made the head much smaller. Next, turns out I'm going to need a solid base. So pretty much I'm just going to take it and cut it right about there.
Something that I haven't got done yet, and that I really want to, when I made this fixture table, I made it to the standard 5/8 holes, 2 inches on center. The through hole fixture clamps are super expensive. What I saw some guy on YouTube do is buy some Harbor Freight clamps and then just weld them to a 5/8 pin. So that's exactly what I got here, is just a 5/8 roll pin, but I'll just weld a clamp to the end of that and it fits perfectly. But it would be really nice in a situation like this where I need to hold this tube down. I'm going to add it to the list. Instead, I've been using one of these guys. Now I got to cut that with a freaking angle grinder. We all remember the last time I tried to cut something manually. That guy's gonna slide over the top of this guy, as so, and then it's gonna be right there, your lever. But, so this doesn't sink into the ground, I made a cap. Holes in the bottom just so if anything ever gets trapped inside, I can blow it out or whatnot. So I just gotta weld up this cap. 4x4, this is 2x2. So if I had an inch spacer, that'd be nice. There we go. Let's go try this guy out. All right, that's the post. We're literally right up by the highway. So there's gonna be a lot of noise. Let's see if it'll show it. See that? Then I just put my weight on it basically. And she's pulling up right now. And then when I want to ratchet down, I just lift up the back end and then gravity takes care of the rest. Just like that. Hell yeah. So I'm just walking in and I'll run into a fence post. Like, what the heck? Looks like you need to come out of the ground, Mr. Fence Post. Oh no, what is he gonna do? Locked and loaded. Whoa. Yeah. Okay guys, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. See you next time.